Welcome to the 15th season of Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari. Over the years, we've provided you with a weather forecast
and farming news for Kenya. In the coming week, we expect high rainfall.
The biggest question has been, how is this forecast gotten and is it reliable?
In this episode, we find out how we get accurate weather from traditional methods to the highly scientific.
All to make sure you as a farmer can make the right decisions.
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
This week, we are in Nairobi and Makueni counties
as we learn all about the weather forecast.
Our weather forecast is mainly how the weather will look like in future. In the weather forecast that we give, there is important information that would help the farmer in making decision. The onset and cessation of rainfall. The onset would inform when to plant. Then the expected amount of rainfall would also inform the farmer on what type of seed to go for, or what kind of crop to plant. Our weather forecast, it starts off with observations. There are various parameters that are measured on the ground: temperature, wind direction, rainfall. Then that information is fed into scientific models. Then using science, using our experience, using current technology, we are able to run computer simulated models that tell us how the weather is expected to be.
Oh, that's quite complicated. Let's break it down. I need to understand weather forecasting, so come learn with me as we tour the Kenya Meteorological Department. I am meeting Dorcas Mule, an observatory expert who will show me various instruments used to collect weather data. Where do we start?
We are starting from the sunshine recorder, which is used to measure the sunshine hours in a day.
Yes.
Which is very important for us, because without the sunshine, our plants will not grow. So for this instrument, when the sun hits the glass, the rays converges to the paper here, and it burns that paper from morning to evening. Then we remove it, and now we have a standard ruler that we put on that. We put that card, and then we calculate the sunshine hours in a day. Yes.
Looks good. Fascinating.
Yes.
Next.
This is an anemometer. It's used to measure the distance that wind has traveled from our station. So we take the measurement in after every 24 hours at 9 a.m. every morning. Yes.
And the water is for what? Cooling it?
Well, this is what we call the evaporation pan. It's used for measuring evaporation.
Yes.
So the reason why it is near the anemometer is to know the moisture that has evaporated from here, how far it has traveled. So if the moisture is enough in the atmosphere, it will come down as rain, and it will give us moisture in the soil.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dorcas, coming from the moisture, where do we go to?
We go to the rain gauge.
Aha.
And this is what we use for collecting rainfall.
Yes.
Amounts. Yes.
Okay, let's move on. Oh, Dorcas.
Yes.
What is this? Looks like top secret. Is it?
Here we have what we call tensiometers. And these instruments are used for measuring soil moisture.
Why is it covered?
Okay, we cover this instrument to prevent them from the direct sun rises. We don't want the temperatures from the atmosphere to affect the instrument. We want it to measure the soil moisture from the ground. There are 3 because we are measuring soil moisture in different depths. And the soil moisture is very important for our farmers to know the amount of water in the soil. If the moisture is enough, then they will not use irrigation.
Is there more, Dorcas?
Yeah, we have more instruments.
Oh, let's
We need
go
to know
see.
the
Let's
temperatures,
go
yes.
see that. Whoa, this is some kind of a nice-looking house.
Yes. This is what we call the Stevenson screen.
Stevenson's screen.
Yes. This is where we house our thermometers and other sensors that we use to measure weather elements.
Yes.
The screen is painted white
Yes.
to make sure it reflects the sun rays, that they don't directly, the heat does go directly to the instruments that are inside. And these hoovers is to make sure that the flow of air is flowing well. Louvers because we don't want the sun rays to go directly into the instruments that are inside there.
Can we take a peek inside?
Yeah, we can just.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa, look at that.
So you see inside here, we have the thermometers. You can just remove it outside quickly, put it here. And this one is what we call the dry bulb thermometer. This is the wet bulb. Wet because we wet this cloth here and get the wet bulb. And we have the minimum and the maximum.
Different kinds of thermometers. To make sure you get the exact details
what
that you need.
Yes. And what you see inside here is almost the same thing like this one, but now we are going digital. This is now the sensors. This is housing all the sensors for what I've shown here is also here. So this is the manual, and now we are going to digital.
Data like this is collected from all over the country. Kenya Meteorological Department also gets data from other countries in the region and across the world. What happens to all this data?
Once these instruments are used to collect information, this information is converted into a forecast. How is this done? Let's find out.
Hi.
Jemima?
Yes.
Finally.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Yes.
Welcome to Kenya Meteorological Department.
Thank you.
The National Forecasting Center, where the real forecasting takes place.
I've just been out there and I've seen all those instruments, the gauges. What happens after that?
So after those observations are done, they are transmitted to this office, and then they are used for forecasting.
Please, kindly show me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
After you.
Thank you.
Jemima.
Yes.
What am I seeing?
So, the forecasting process begins with those observations.
Yes.
And once we have done our observations, they are transmitted to our communications office. Now from there, they are ingested into what we call models. They are just softwares that predict the weather. At KMD, we run our own models. We have our own softwares that give us forecasts.
Okay.
Yes, and they give us forecasts of various things. For example, if you want to know the rainfall in Kenya today, our model is showing you that there is barely any rainfall. In fact, it's just some parts of Western and Central and a bit of the coast.
Yes.
Then it's warm. How warm is it? Our model is also showing you how warm it is. And you can see in Nairobi, we are privileged. It's about 20, 25 degrees. Northwestern, Turkana County, quite hot, headed towards 40.
Yeah.
So this is just one of the tools that gives us the prediction.
Whatever you've collected out there, how do they end up being a map?
The models, we call them models simply. They do a lot of mathematics, and they will do the math and actually predict the weather in numbers, and then go beyond that and provide you with a visual of that weather. So that now when someone is forecasting or even receiving this as a user, they can understand it. If we give you numbers, you may not get. But if we give you the map, now you understand what you're looking at. We tell you exactly how much rain you're expecting today, how much for 1 week, even for the season. So weather has no boundaries. So we go beyond our borders as Kenya and forecast using tools from other countries. Right. So like what you're looking at is a satellite image This is courtesy of the European Center. And why we use satellites is so that we can know the current weather. Okay. Yes, because you cannot tell people the future when you do not know what's happening now and what happened before. Yes, so aside from that, we have models from other forecasting centers. That is from the UK. That is now from the US. Another one, the whole of Europe. And these forecasting centers create forecasts that are specific for our area.
All right.
Yes, you can even go south to Australia and get something that applies to us, okay? And also within Africa, we have the South African Weather Services, so that is just part of the tools. Once we have done all that, we have looked at what our model is giving, what other forecasting centers are giving. Then now we sit down as meteorologists, as experts, and discuss what we have seen. And we see, is this a true depiction of what we expect? And once we have reached a consensus, now that is when we do the Kenyan forecast. That is when you will see that daily forecast come to you, telling you tomorrow will be sunny or tomorrow will be rainy. It is a consensus and it is a combination of very many tools. Okay. Yes, that is how we do it.
Along with main forecasts, the Kenya Meteorological Department also uses data from automatic weather stations and weather balloon observations. These are placed across the country to provide accurate, location-specific information. So now after all this is done, what happens next? Where does it go? Where does its information go?
We now disseminate them to our users. So we disseminate through various channels. You can find our forecast on our website. We can send you that forecast via email. Our forecasts are also available on our social media handles. And also, we have county directors of meteorological services. These are the people on the ground.
Yes.
So once the National Center has issued our forecasts, they also issue forecasts for their counties, and they are very specific to their counties. They know the climatology of their area, they know the landscape, so they tailor those forecasts to suit the needs of their users.
Let me go to Makueni and see how this works at the county level.
Oh yes,
All
you're
right?
most welcome. Yes. I know you will enjoy yourself and you will learn a lot more beyond even the geography.
The enjoying and the learning?
Yes.
That's a plus.
Fantastic.
All right, let me let you go on with what you're doing.
Oh yes, let us carry on with our forecasting.
Okay.
Enjoy Makueni.
I will, thank
Yes.
you.
Coming up after the break,
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up. This week we are learning about the weather forecast, how it goes from the instruments to information that you can use.
Using our experts at the National Meteorological Center, we are able to convert that into an understandable language. So we begin this at the Greater Horn of Africa level, where the Greater Horn of Africa countries come together and they give a regional forecast for all the 13 countries. After that, we do a national forecast. A national forecast just gives a general overview of what is expected across the entire country. After that, then the county directors do a similar exercise at the counties.
We move from Nairobi to Makueni, where we see how the weather forecast is transmitted to the farmer. Experts have gathered to translate the national forecast into ward-level forecasts that will help them plan properly. I am joining the participatory scenario planning session with the Kenya Meteorological Department and other stakeholders as they look at the just released national forecast. Their aim is to create an advisory for Makueni County. I am really curious to learn how they do this. After a successful session, Paul Morage from the Meteorological Department brings me to a farm in Makueni. Let's find out why. We are from the conference, and it was really profound because that interactive session was, people are discussing very serious aspects of climate.
That workshop, Participatory Scenario Planning Workshop, is a co-production workshop. We have brought in crops officer, livestock officer, disaster risk reduction, issues of flooded water. So that workshop, the reach and the number of people you saw there, they were representing sectors. When we get the national focus, and our county directors, for example, in Makueni, he downscaled or customized that forecast. Before we issue it, we invite in those participatory scenario plan workshop indigenous weather forecasters. We know the communities who are observing the behavior of animals, how the trees, how the birds are doing. So we invite them, and then they issue their forecast of what they have seen.
Yes.
For example, this particular season, indigenous mango trees, excessive flowering, which is an indicator of depressed rainfall. Then we invite the county director of meteorology to come with their scientific forecast now.
Okay.
Then we move to another session moderated by a neutral person. The work is now we need to have a blended forecast between the scientific and the indigenous forecast.
So now, why are we here?
We have meteorological stations which are run by the Kenya Meteorological Department, but they cannot be enough. So we devise a mechanism where we now utilize the farmers. We partner with the lead farmers, like this one, Teacher Bosco, here Mr. Mange, who now we are able to train him. And I think it has really played a part for the way you are seeing this farm.
John Mainge, also known as Teacher Bosco, is a farmer in Makueni. He grows various crops and keeps cows. Most importantly is that he has weather instruments on his farm that he uses to collect weather information. So what do you do here, Mwalimu?
Planting mangoes, dairy cattle, and sometimes when time comes bad, like this year, I think green grams and pigeon peas.
And pigeon peas. You've said something very interesting, that according to you, you think this year is not going to be good.
Yes.
How do you know?
We meet with the experts who tells about the predictions of the rain, and sometimes if it is below average or above average, then we know what to do, what to plant, the varieties, and from there we join the farmers to alert them that the time is bad.
So, Mr. Morage,
yes,
how does Mwalimu play a role in this?
For us to monitor weather and climate, we need to have observation on the site. And because the Meteorological Department cannot afford to have stations everywhere, we partner with a teacher like Bosco, who we are able to install a rain gauge, and is so gracious enough that he measures the rainfall amount, he records and share.
It's quite an interesting thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you should take us and we get to see it?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Where is it?
It is there.
This side?
Yes.
So this is rain gauge?
It's rain gauge.
Yes.
It is fenced.
Yeah.
It was safe.
Yeah, safe from vandalism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So thank you very much for hosting this station. I can see you have kept it very well.
How does it work?
I come, I open.
You dismantle it?
Yes.
It's not dismantling.
It's removing this because this is the bottle where the drops get.
Okay.
And this will get me the number of drops got here. I measure with millimeters.
Okay.
So ikiwa imejaa na measure na mwaga chini kwa ile tube mpaka nimalize. Then I see how much water.
So you made me your assistant. I am holding on to this.
Yes.
What is this?
This is where he records the rainfall amount that is received. You can see from this card, it's starting on second, not on first.
Yes.
This one is this. The rainfall amount for first is measured on second.
And for second is measured on
that.
Okay,
right?
I get you.
Then
yes.
at the end of the month, he sent them to Kenya Meteorological Department.
Okay.
This bigger card here,
Yes.
this one is for whole 1 year. He is left to this one. So that even if something happened to this one and lose,
He still has
which
the
are
record.
copy. But another thing, he's also sending us an SMS.
Okay.
So he's a resource to the community.
Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Teacher Bosco.
Thank you.
Asante sana.
Yes.
All right.
Now, this is yours.
Yeah,
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Sansa.
All right, we'll let you do what you do best.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Simon.
Simon.
I'm the County Director of Meteorology in Makueni.
What is the forecast for Makueni?
The forecast is projecting that for Makueni, we are going to have a very depressed rainfall. So the rainfall that is going to be experienced is below the normal seasonal rainfall. Yes.
We can say it's going to be little.
Very little, which is going to be experienced between the onset and the cessation, ranging from that of the third week and the fourth week of November, all the way to third week and fourth week of December. Yes.
So what would you advise farmers to do?
This is where now the PSP comes in, because we have different sectors that are mandated to issue the advisories to the individual sectors.
Okay.
When you visited the PSP, you saw them discussing concerning the advisories to the farmer.
Yes.
Then the sector leads translate this to what the farmer can relate to.
Thank you very much, Bwana Musibi. And that's the weather for Makueni. So stay tuned for weather updates for the rest of the country. We have learnt a lot. Let us see what the weather has in store for us over the next few weeks.
Welcome to the Shamba Shape Up weather and farming news for Kenya. Today we are going to look at the Kenya seasonal weather forecast for the October to December short rains. We expect more rains than usual in Nyanza, parts of Rift Valley and the western region, while central, eastern and coastal regions expect below average rainfall. Northeastern Kenya and the north coast expects below average rainfall. Let's have a closer look at when the rains will begin and end in different parts of the country. As shown on the map, southeastern counties including Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Taita Taveta and Kajiado will receive rains from the 3rd or 4th week of November. These rains will continue until the 3rd or 4th week of December. The total rains here will be just under 400 millimeters. If you're in this region, make sure your water management structures such as terraces are repaired so that you can hold water in the soil. The coastal strip from the north to the south coast will get occasional rains in October, but the main season will start in the 3rd or 4th week of November and continue until late December. This includes the counties of Lamu, the lower parts of Tana River, Kilifi, Mombasa and Kwale. The total rain expected in this period is 250 millimeters. Farmers in this region are advised to plant drought-resistant crops such as cassava and cowpeas to ensure you get a harvest even with the low rains. In central Kenya, the rains are expected to start between the 3rd or 4th week of October and continue until the last 2 weeks of December. This includes the counties of Nyandarua, Nyeri, Kirinyaga, Murang'a, Meru, Embu, Nairobi and Kiambu. Central Kenya will get near to below normal rains spread throughout the season, amounting to just under 400 millimeters. If you're in this region, plant crop varieties that will take a shorter time to mature, such as Sungura 301 or Tosheka for maize, and Miezi Mbili and New Rosecoco for beans. In the Rift Valley, Western and Nyanza regions, the current rains are likely to continue until the last 2 weeks of December. This cuts across West Pokot, Uasin Gishu, Nandi, Kericho to Busia, Kakamega, Bungoma, Vihiga, Siaya, Homa Bay, Nyamira, Kisii, and Migori. Rain expected here is 400 millimeters. If you're in this region, plant now to ensure you make use of the expected rains for a good harvest. In Narok, the rains are likely to start in the last week of October or the first week of November and continue until the last 2 weeks of December. In the northwest and northeastern regions, the rains are expected to have no clear start or end date. This includes counties like Turkana, Samburu, Marsabit, Mandera, Wajir, Isiolo, and Garissa. Farmers, it's time to get ready for the coming short rains. Prepare your land early and choose the right certified seeds for your area, depending on the amount of rainfall expected. Call or SMS iShamba to find out the best crop varieties for your area. This is the best time to apply compost manure on your farm as you prepare for planting. Remember, good compost is made from a mixture of plant materials and animal waste. If you've not done a soil test on your farm in the last 3 years, now is the time. A soil test will help you know the right fertilizers for your crops. Improve your soil health through crop rotation, minimum tillage, and mulching. If you'd like to get a very detailed weather forecast for your area, get in touch with iShamba. Call us on 0711 082 606. I am Brenda. See you next week on the Shamba Shape Up Farming News for Kenya.
We hope you now know and understand how the forecast is done.
Remember, find out your local forecast and plan accordingly by talking to your local crop and animal experts.
You can also get in touch with iShamba using the information on your screen.
See you next week on Shamba Shape Up.